What is up, Ludi Bros Army? It's your boy, Big Bro Lamar Ludi, sitting down to go over the third and final round of our grudge match from our recent locals at Endgame Cards and Anime in Ventura. But before we get too deep into this video, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on, and leave a like on this video. Comment down below who you think is going to win. This is the third round between David and Andy. Both combatants chose Cell to run in this final round. So let's go ahead and jump into this. We saw David go first. He went ahead and charged and passed his turn over to Andy. Andy went ahead, also charged, and then tapped 1 to play out that Android 17, which he then tucked up under the leader. Turn passed over to David on the right. He's going to go ahead and charge his second card, activating leader's effect, putting one of the androids underneath. Now both these players are running Cell, so we're just going to have to go by the names of the players. David on the right side and Andy on the left. 1 energy being tapped, playing out the Android 17. You're going to go ahead and search top 5 cards of the deck, and then he's going to be able to add a card into his hand. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. David went first, adding another Android 17 into hand. So we'll see who's able to get their strategy off in this mirror match. Tucking away the 17. Gonna go ahead and awaken, draw 1, restand 1, flip that Cell over. Now these Cell Ultimate decks, very solid decks right out of the box. If you grab 2, it's even better, and then if you start adding in the real spice, it gets even better from there. So we'll see whose strategy can play out. We're seeing a leader swing, tucking in Android and drawing 2, taking the hit. Or actually, that's right, it's got crit, so we're gonna go ahead and drop that card from the life. Now, I'm sitting down just alongside you, viewers at home, watching this battle for the first time. I'm interested to see how things are going to play out here. I don't know how this match is going to go, but I'm interested to see how it plays out on the edge of my seat right alongside you. The energy was high. These two guys had a nice little back and forth in the Discord, and now we're going to see how things are going to play out here. So, 1 energy being tapped. We're seeing the Cell. Looks like he's absorbing from the drop and going into one of the other cells. We're going to go ahead and evolve up. When that Cell comes out, you're going to go ahead and draw 1. And this is like the 4-drop Cell or something like that. It's 4-drop and then 8, going right up the Cell chain. And let's see what's going to happen here. So we still have 1 active energy for David. He's down at about 5 life. Nice little handful of cards. Looks like he's got about 10 cards in hand. And he's debating on now if he's going to pass, trying to do some quick math in his head. Now, these grudge matches, like we've said, this is our second set of grudge matches. We're going to be looking to do some more, I think. We'll have some more of these going on, but we still have our locals going on. So while this match is going on, there's still locals going on. So if you want to come down and play at Endgame Cards and Anime in Ventura, please do. We play every Sunday at 2 o'clock. 1 energy being tapped, he's going to go on ahead and go up the chain. Tapping himself out. And we see that 8-drop Cell coming out onto the field. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and see the full chain. Now we pass turn over to Andy. Andy's going to go ahead. He's going to charge. He's going to tuck away an android under the leader. Tapping 2. He's going to go the unison route. The leader's going to go ahead and awaken. Taking that life down to 5. And with the unison on board, he's going to try to plus that up. So this is kind of cool because we're going to see both directions. David went the route of getting one of his boss monsters on the field, whereas Andy went the route of getting his unison. Now, going the unison route means freezes are going to be live early, if that's going to have any effect. Trying to use the leader's effect to KO. He's going to go ahead and take 2 out from underneath and keep him on the field. And then see how this plays out. Only 1 card left underneath that blocker. 1 energy being tapped. Gonna go ahead and play out the android, draw 1, the android 18, draw 1, tuck it away under the unison. Leader's gonna swing, another block. When this card attacks, you're gonna draw, place an android underneath and then draw 2. So you're able to get through the deck pretty quickly. And he's gonna leave it at that swing, KOing the battle card, getting him off of the field. So in 1 turn, he's able to get through that 8-drop Cell. Looks like somebody else was asking if they could borrow a card or two. Like I said, the locals is still going on. So Andy's passing out some cards. And that's how we do at Endgame. We're all a nice community there. We try to help each other out, especially at our locals. We like to see people, everybody likes to see everybody else do well. And that really helps. We got a solid community here. And that really helps things out. So if you're a new player, you want to come down, you want to learn how to play, please feel free to come down. We would love to have you. We'd love to host you every Sunday at 2 o'clock. That's when we go ahead and meet up to get it on. Now this grudge match here, this has been brewing for some time. These two guys wanting to play each other and really go head to head. It was a lot of fun. I was at the shop watching the first 2 rounds and I left, so I didn't get to see this 3rd round. So that's why I'm sitting here pretty excited to check this out with you. So we'll be getting right back to the action here in a moment as he's searching up some cards. Now, at this point, you should have seen the previous 2 rounds, so I don't want to give it away too much, but this is the 3rd and final round, so each player has won 1. So whoever wins this wins the grudge match. So everything's riding on the line on this matchup, this mirror match between cells. So Andy's going to go ahead and pass turn over to David. David's charging up to 3 energy. Leader's restanding. He's got nothing on the board, but a nice, relatively healthy hand looking there. Checking his drop area, trying to map out the plays in his mind, what he's going to do. So Leader's going to go ahead and swing. That's going to give him the opportunity to tuck away an android, draw 2. Swinging in just 15k at the unison. So he's going to knock a marker off there, try and control that unison. You don't want to let it get so high in markers that it's able to rip away cards from your hand. Tapping 1, playing out the Android 17 again. He's going to go ahead and look. Now this chain for the cell deck is it's a very nice solid chain. You're able to go up it very smoothly, very efficiently, the way that androids are. He's going to tuck that underneath the leader. He's going to go ahead and tap 1 energy for the cell, grabbing back the Android 17 from the drop area and going into the 4 drop cell. Imperfect cell. Playing him out. When he's played out, he's going to draw a card. So you're able to go consistently up that chain. It was removed on the previous turn. Now he's halfway there. You can tap and go up to the 8 drop if he's got it in hand, which he probably does. Because that cell is, it's very easy to find with the amount of draw and digging that this deck has. And there it is, coming out. He's going to swing at the unison again, activating battle to restand. So you get in a free swing, basically, knocking off 2 markers. The 2 markers that were previously added onto that unison, so that unison's back down to 2. Turn passed back over to Andy. And he's going to go ahead, restand everything, charging for turn. Healthy hand sizes both ways, but like I said last energy charge, one player went the battle card route, the other player went the unison, so we're going to see 1 energy being tapped. Here comes Android 17. Searching the top 5, grabbing a cell. Another little 1-drop cell that can be played out, can grab a 17 from the drop area. So as you can see, the consistency of this deck when you're going up the chain. So now the Android 17 is going to be tucked away into the leader. 1 energy being tapped. Here comes cell, grabbing 17, going into the imperfect cell. If he's got it in the deck. And pulling it from the drop. So it wasn't his deck, pulling it from the drop. And then passing the deck over for a quick shuffle, cut. Now we're going to go ahead and draw for the unison effect, though, so he still doesn't miss out on that card, technically. Unison being plus back up to 4. Leader looking to swing. He's going to go ahead and ditch 1 card from underneath, trying to KO the battle card, but there's plenty of cards underneath that perfect cell, so he's going to be able to take a card from underneath to survive. Here comes the Android 18, and there's the perfect cell now on Andy's side, so he's got the unison, and he's got the 8 drop out there. Funny thing is, both these players are in the same deck with the same sleeves. Unison getting in, or the leader getting on the swing. And there's a homicidal clones negating the attack, taking a life, playing out a blocker. Frieza coming out, stopping the blocker from staying on the field. Card underneath, let's draw 2. So we're able to just fill that hand up nicely. Unison going ahead and swinging in at the leader. 15k. 4 life for David, 5 life for Andy. We're seeing a block here, stopping the Unison swing. Quick combo, going up to 20. Trying to get that cell off the board. That could be the second one, 2 turns in a row. Getting rid of it, let's see what happens. David doing that quick math. Don't want to lose this guy, I don't think, but we'll see. Now, I play a little bit with this cell deck, but I didn't stay on it for too long. So we're seeing the combo there, comboing into the Z. Putting that Android 18 into the Z energy. Here comes the Android, or the cell from Andy swinging in, and he's going to go ahead and restand with the Activate Battle. Getting rid of David's cell. So many cells on both sides of the board. Because they keep coming back so smoothly, too. That's the thing. Alright, the leader's going to activate his effect. He's going to take a card from underneath, trying to KO. Perfect cell on Andy's side. He's going to fight that off by removing 2 cards from underneath it, sending him to the drop. Getting rid of those resources from underneath the card, making it easier to eventually get rid of them. 1 energy tapped for, I believe that's that little Shin card. Mobile Supremacy. He's going to let him draw a card. So let him draw 1, and then I don't think you can attack with battle cards with energy cost greater than your current energy. So try to slow things down. If there's one thing we can say about David, I think he's a bit more of a control player. Okay, we're going to go ahead and see the Homicidal Close Negate, taking a life, bring himself down to 4. Both player super combos should be turned on, depending on what they are. Cell getting a card underneath the leader, and he's going to draw 2. And let's see what happens here. Couple of active energy for David. Not quite done with his turn. Looking at what he's going to do here. He's got a blocker on board, so whatever he swings is most likely just going to be blocked. Now he's going for the Unison. Tapping 2 energies, playing out the Uni. Still has 1 active energy. And he's going to go ahead and swing. Here comes the block. Unison plussing up, going up to 4 markers. Very similar decks on both sides, obviously. So let's see how it's going to play out. Who's going to see what first? Who's going to make what big brain plays to deliver victory? It's so funny that this comes down to the final match and it's a mirror. The players had no idea what each other was running. So you're able to just come in, you sit down blind, you have 3 decks that you've chosen beforehand, and we do have moderators in the Discord. So to let you guys know how this is running, we do have moderators in the Discord who you message your deck order and your side deck to privately. So then that way they know ahead of time what's going on, and then you come in on the Sunday afternoon, the chosen Sunday afternoon, to do battle. So that's what's happened here. Andy and David battling for bragging rights. Both claiming that they're the second best at our locals. So something you want to aspire for is first place, I think. We'll see if either one of these guys has what it takes to make it to first. So we're seeing the swing in with the cell, but we're tapping 1 energy to combo. Now this Android 20 is basically Champa for these androids because he's going to give double strike. And it's a 5k boost with double strike built in. So we're seeing, I think, at least 25. I'm not sure if it gives an additional 5k to make it a full-on Champa. So we're seeing the super combo here. We're going to put 1 underneath, draw 2, and then another super combo, put 1 underneath, draw 2 to fight off the attack. And then we see a Great Saiyaman going into the Z energy. That's perfect cell on Andy's side restood thanks to his Activate Battle. So now he's active to either swing again or active to defend on the next turn. So we're seeing Frieza try to come out from the Z energy, but he's popped by the Frieza Charismatic Villain, so he doesn't get to stay, and those Z battle cards go straight to the remove from game, actually. Playing out the Android 17 and Android 18, then tucking it under the leader. boosting those cards on the leader. That way you can keep on trying to target cards by removing them from underneath him to KO. We're seeing another swing into David, but he's going to go ahead and negate with the homicidal clones. So he's going to take a life and play out a blocker. The Unison's going to swing, most likely going to be blocked. No, he's not going to block that. So we're going to see a super combo, drawing 2, after tucking 1 underneath the deck. Swinging with 25. A quick combo, going up to 20. What are we going to see? A super combo here. That would be a couple of more cards from hand. And then there's one more energy being tapped. Comboing out, and then he's going to tuck that into the Z energy. So now it's 3 active Z, or 3 Z energy. Another swing from the leader and a block there. So he's going to block the critical swing from the leader. Tucking and drawing. So that's why you're comboing out, so that you can go ahead and use the blocker on the leader swing. So we've already used the activate battle to restand. Seeing 1 energy tapped, going right back up. Here comes the cell 4-drop. The imperfect cell. Coming back out, and you can see the consistency of the deck. He's back, baby. And we're going to see turn being passed over. So now on the next turn, Andy can establish another perfect cell on field. So both players going back and forth. Trying to control the other, trying to see whose cell is the more perfect version. David's turn, he's having a slight think, wanting to fix things out, asking to look through the drop area. Trying to map out his plan. About 7 or 8 cards in David's hand. He's having a think here. Those nerves might be starting to set in. Because, this is the final round. This is the final round for these two, and they're looking for bragging rights here. So you want to try and map things out and play things out in your favor. So let's see here. David's trying to figure out what he's going to do here. He's got his active energy. It looks like Andy is fully tapped out, but he's got the board presence. I don't know how many cards Andy's got in his hand. He's got his cards laid down. Looks like he might have about 8 or 9 in his hand, and I think I saw about 7 or 8 in David's. So maybe a slight hand advantage to Andy. Otherwise, it's probably going to be fairly close if they both have the same amount. We've got a Unison on field. Andy is fully tapped out. So David's just trying to debate how he's going to go about attacking this situation. He's going to go ahead and tap, going into Perfect Force Cell, forcing Andy to dump 3 cards from his hand. 1. Gotta dump the right ones, but we've seen cards coming back from the drop area. So is this really going to hurt Andy? Time will tell. Like I said, I haven't seen this battle, so I'm watching it for the first time right along with you. 2 more cards being dropped. Oh, that leaves only 3 cards in hand. So he had 6 cards in hand. Now he's down to 3. Here comes the leader swing. Tucking 1, drawing 2. Swinging in, and there's a super combo. Tucking the Gohan, or tucking a card underneath, drawing 2 cards off that. Going into the Z energy, charging up a little more Z. So let's see here. David's trying to figure out the best way to go about this play. He still has his Unison swing and his Perfect Force Cell on the field. He ripped some cards from Andy's hand. Now he wants to check the drop area. Probably wants to see what the cards were that he dropped. And I think also trying to figure out the amount of combo power that might be in Andy's hand. He's got the advantage, though. Andy only has 3 cards in his hand. He's all tapped out. So let's see what's going to happen here. Got that Unison swing still active. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. He's going to go ahead and swing with the Unison. No counters. Any combos coming in? You're at 15K. Might be just putting some pressure with this 15k beat stick from the Unison, and he takes the hit. Swinging in. Second swing here. Now this Goku comes out for free, I believe, if you have a cell like energy 8 or higher. Something like that. Like I said, I didn't play this deck too much. I played it, had a little build with just a couple of the ultimate decks, and then I put it down. It wasn't for me. So we saw the block or the counter with the blocker, and then Cell's gonna swing, and then there's the blocker gonna activate from that token. So able to fight off the attack, but that went down to, I believe, 2 lives there for Andy. And then David sitting at about 2 or 3 lives himself. It's a close game here. I would say that the advantage is David's. He's going to go ahead and plus up the Unison and pass turn over. He wasn't able to seal the deal there. And now everything's going to restand for Andy. Time to charge. And now it's time for the clapback. Let's see what happens. David's all tapped up. Gonna go ahead and use leader effect. Getting rid of that cell. Goku's still on the field. Leader gonna go ahead and swing. And we see Dormant potential unleash activated. Nothing to KO. But it also does nothing here for this first swing. It doesn't stop it. Super combo. Putting a card underneath the deck and drawing 2. Getting deeper into the deck. Searching for secrets. Might be able to find something here to try and seal the deal now this way. Like I said, we're looking for a clapback here from Andy. He wants to check the drop area. Once again, trying to figure out that combo power. These decks aren't red. You don't have Broly's Crown to let you just get free looks at your opponent's hand. So you're going to have to do some creative thinking on your end when you're trying to seal the deal. So let's see here. They're going to combo a little higher. We've already thrown a super combo into the mix. Here comes the Goku being comboed in and a 5k boost. That's crit. He drops the life. 1 energy being tapped. Another cell chain going up it. There it is, grabbing that 4-drop again. Deck getting very thin. Drawing for the Evolve and then also drawing for the Unison. Going all the way up, getting the Android 18 underneath, and then going into the perfect cell. Another energy being tapped. Sliding a Unison underneath. Minusing 7 off of the Unison. Oh no, not minusing 7. He's just going to plus it up. Oh no, he did. He minus 7, and that's game. That is game. He minus 7, and then he's going to get that hand, and then that was going to be it. Andy won the grudge match. Nice little battle. So that's how things played out. I wondered how they were going to play out, and that was it. The Unison ended up being the right way to go. Congratulations to Andy. You did it. You're able to beat Mario in the previous grudge match, and then you bested David here in this second grudge match. So that'll be it. That was really a lot of fun. I really enjoyed getting able to sit down and commentate this for you guys. I'm glad you guys tuned in and you got to see the action. Please keep turning in. Make sure you have that notification bell turned on. You're going to want to know when content like this drops from the Ludi Bros, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching the video.